Hey guys, it's One True Griff again. You know what? This is actually the third back-to-back commentary that I've done. I've just grabbed, basically, I'm so in the mood for doing this. It's scary. So this is the third one I've done. The first one was the 10.5 minute one on the presentations. The last one was the thing. Yeah, that video. So I'm now just, this is an RPD one, as you can see. It's not a sniping one. It's incredible. It's something new from me. But again, it was still all back from April. I don't want to play Call of Duty at the minute, purely because the other games are kind of boring. I've gotten too used to them. Yes, I could go on, I could get ridiculous scores. I don't want to. I want to wait for Modern Warfare 3 now. That's how I'm feeling. Die, Hussein rules! I'll tell you one thing. Part of the problem is I'm doing these commentaries, and I really should be setting up for this LAN. I've got so much stuff to actually get set up downstairs, all the different consoles, PCs, because I'm going to have a Minecraft server going as well. So I've got to get everything set up on the tables, get ready for people, and I'm doing all these commentaries, and I don't know whether it's a good or a bad thing, because I end up not doing them, because I find myself thinking, oh, I've got other things to do, I've got this to do, that to do. But at the time when at those times, I don't actually have anything to do, so the fact that I've now got something to do, and I'm doing these commentaries, I can't believe... I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a fucking retard at times, I really am. This one, 23 and 5, I think it was. That's what I've got written down on the little caption window when I saved it, but as far as I know, it could be 5 and 23. I don't care, I'm just going to commentate over shit at the minute. It's the way the world works now for me. It's all about the commentaries. I'll tell you one thing that I have just found the other day, and it's massive thing for me, okay? I found the original Nintendo. The Nintendo Entertainment System. I'm going to tell you a little... Sorry, just going back to those presentations, I'm going to tell you something that really pissed me off regarding that. I found the Nintendo, I found the Super Nintendo, I've got an N64 as well. I've even got an old Game Gear somewhere, but I'm not actually going to get that out because I don't think it works. But with all these, all this basic gaming going on, I say basic gaming, there's no such thing as basic gaming. Basic gaming is Pong. We're talking about, the original Super Mario Brothers, possibly the pinnacle of the series if you take, graphical advances out of it. That's what we want from gaming, is the original Super Mario Brothers. But, you've got Super Mario World for Yoshi. There's some good games going back sometimes. And I think a lot of the big problem with the game industry at the minute is the fact that there's no real innovation. Everything back then was innovation. So I'm really looking forward to setting those up as well for this LAN. That's if I ever get off the PC and stop recording. Who knows what happens. Now, just going back to what I was saying, there's a little thing I need to come back to, which regarding to the presentations from the other day. The very last guy who did a presentation, if you remember and watch the video, I did a presentation on beavers. If you haven't seen that, you won't understand why I do a presentation on beavers, or the whole concept of the presentations, why we were doing them. If you haven't watched that video, go and watch it, and then you'll understand. Now, the last person did it on computer games, well, game consoles is what I think he actually did it on. Now, obviously, I have gaming at my heart. It's my life and soul at times. So, when he said he was going to do it on game consoles, I was a little bit nervous, I've got to say, because whilst it's great to hear someone who's actually doing a presentation on it, there's a little bit of trepidation because you wonder, are they going to do it justice? Are they actually going to get the content right? Now, he started off talking about Pong. So we're talking about, the origins of gaming. Well, you can't really go wrong with Pong. You just say, right, there was this game, it was 2 bars, and it was like table tennis or tennis. He just went, beep, 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 and that was it. That was all you did for ages and ages and ages. There was no story. I'd be kind of nervous if there was a story about Pong. Now, so he talked about Pong, and then he moved on. He was like, well, the first game console was the NES. I was like, oh, okay, right. So we're on to the NES. Now, my big problem was he called it the Nintendo emulator system. Now, I know there are going to be some young people watching this who haven't heard of any console prior to the PlayStation. Nintendo got there first, so let's give props to Nintendo. Now, an emulator is something that mimics something else. They emulate it. If Nintendo had the first console, why would they call the first console the emulator system? There was fucking nothing to emulate. Emulators are something you put on your PC to allow you to play those old school games. And so he called it the Nintendo emulator system. He had the Super Nintendo emulator system. He went through all these game consoles and then didn't talk about the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 and the Wii. He ended it at the PlayStation 2 and Xbox generation. It really, really pissed me off, so I'm actually really, really lowly. Not only that, he had the most boring voice in the world. And I'm talking more boring than... Okay, I really, really should have thought of something before I said boring as. Tell you what, put in the comments something that it could be boring as. Nothing too racist. I don't like that. I don't want stuff that's racist. But anything else goes. My name's One True Griff. I'll see you later.